Welcome back to living in the San Francisco Bay Area. Today we are checking out an amazing neighborhood in San Francisco called the Marina. The Marina is one of the sunnier neighborhoods. It's fairly flat, almost entirely flat, really close to the Golden Gate Bridge. So if you like getting out of town on the weekend, it's really easy to do that. There's commuter buses take you in and out of downtown San Francisco. It's a little more removed from a lot of the rest of the city because it's right on the water. You've got Marina boat docks, got Crissy Field, Palace of Fine Arts, you're right next to the Presidio, and there's tons to see and do on Chestnut Street. I hope you're excited to join me today. I'm Andrea West. I've been a realtor since 2010 and I'm a Bay Area native. So whether you're looking to buy or sell in the Bay Area in 9 days or 90 days, I'd love to meet with you. My contact information is below. You can shoot me a text, give me a call, or send me an email. You can also book a meeting with me. My QR code is in my banner. Let's get going on the Marina today. So if you live in the Marina or you're going out in the Marina, you are going to Chestnut Street, and that's where it's at. That's where we're gonna go check out right now. So we're right off Chestnut Street. We are, I believe, on Broderick. And you can see there are so many places to go. This is more of like a night bar, like cocktail bar, night happening spot. And it's like 5:30, so it's really more of like dinner time right now. So you're gonna see it pretty busy. So this is Little Original Joe's. It's kind of another adjunct to the Original Joe's in North Beach, and you can just see it's super classy yet classical looking. Just really beautiful spot, really good Italian food, just as the Original Joe's in North Beach is. It's to a little grocer here, which is really nice. Across the street, you've got Crunch Fitness. It's the old Duper. Pretty cool. Got a salon here. Coming up on A16. Which is a staple in the Marina. Really good steaks, kind of really good California high-end food. You see we've got these parklets that happened during COVID, and I'm so glad they stayed. Cute place. A sushi place, Wagyu. Another nail tile place up there. You can see we're sprinkled with apartments and condos just right across the street as well. Howell's, another restaurant here. Cultivar, another restaurant. So heading on Chestnut, starting at the Visadero is really where the Marina kind of starts. And you are gonna see a ton of restaurants, a ton of places to go out, salons, gyms, all sorts of stuff. It's kind of nice. Sushi spot here. Coming up here, there's a good example at A16 with the parklet. A really tasty Italian food. Definitely staple here in the Marina. See right across the street's the Presidio Theater, next to Crunch Fitness. And there's a salon here next to the Coffee Roasters. It's a little late for coffee, so they're closed now. Good fresh deli stuff. A variety of produce. Another Japanese place here. And we're coming up here on Little Original Joe's. This is an offshoot of Original Joe's in North Beach, which I have in another episode. Same amazing food, same owners. Such a beautiful landscape. A little more modern in here because it's a little bit of a newer build out. And the beach marina is over there, so it's the water to the left. And then if you were to go up the hill to the right, you'd be in Pacific Heights up there. Deli here on the corner. Oh, another hair salon across from another nail salon. That's Reveil across the street. And then a Cleaners and La Fromagerie if you want coffee. Jack's Clothing here. Bar Darling here, really pulled up the bar in there. Those are the skylights. This is Bonita, you want a little Mexican goose. All right, so right next to La Bonita is Books Inc. This is a local bookstore. Always go support your local bookstore, which is great. There's some still in business. Great place to take the kiddos to. There's another bar, they've got sports on campus. A Goldsmith's there. Haven't seen a Goldsmith in a while. I'm not even really sure what a goldsmith does. Earth Bar is across the street. Got Benefit makeup here. And then going across the street, there's Muse. It's an acai and smoothie bar. And then up here is a Malin and Votes, another kind of skincare place next to Super Duper. You can get your really tasty Super Duper burger and the walk around. It's a nice couple of obligatory banks here on the corner, Citibank, B of A, you know, the usual. And then all these side streets have got bars and restaurants down them too. And just for sake of not confusing anybody, we're gonna stick to Chestnut for the most part today, I think, just to give you an idea. Doing some work on this building here, so they've got some scaffolding up, bear with me. It's more of like a travel outdoor clothing store. De La Rosa, another staple on Chestnut. Very popular, really tasty food. Really nice modern interior, kind of more Italian style. Right here next to Baby Gap, next to Gap. Across the street, another obligatory bank. You've got Chase and City Optics and Facetounder there. Blackwood, another restaurant over there. Coming up on a cookie place over the moon, and then Dragonwell, and then that's right next to the Marina. Sully's Lounge, next to Starbucks. And over here, we've got the movies playing at the Marina Theater. I'm not at the best angle. There we go. It's a little bit better. And that's going to be right next to your obligatory Walgreens, which is convenient. Got Luca Deli over there, that side of the street. And we're coming up here on an Apple store. Convenient, so you don't have to go to one of the downtown Apple locations. But the California Wine Merchant, great wine bar, good wine selection. Right next to Susie Cakes, go get your wine, go get a cupcake after. Across from another obligatory bank, you got Wells Fargo. Everyone wanting to be here. World Wraps, you can go get a wrap in there. And you can actually eat in there. It was pretty good. Some Topo Designs. They've got kind of stuff for traveling. Got Madewell next to Pete's Coffee. Here you've got Poppy's. It's an oyster place. They're calling it Oysterette. So if you like oysters, a good place to go. Again, another parklet. Oh, let's see if I can get a good view over here. We've got Blue Mercury right next to Madewell. So lots of skincare and beauty type places. You've got Sweetgreens here, and I'm a little hungry. I think I'm gonna go to salad. Sweetgreens is kind of your quintessential Marina Girl salad place. Nothing to disappoint there if you want a really good salad. They've got great fresh ingredients, kind of build your own. Really great. So we're gonna go order one. All right, carrying on our mission here. Got another clothing store here, Taylor Stitch. Next door, Los Hermanos Mexican food, and then the Horseshoe Tavern here. Kind of a fun pub place. You got T-Mobile, another obligatory place. It's across from Asian Box Street Food and Pacific Catch. So lots of good seafood down here. That's gonna be right next to United Dumplings. Walking over here on the side with Joybird, which is a design store. So we've got lots of interiors. And here on the end is Marella. Guys are waving at us. I love it. All right, so we're on the other side of the street before. We had a couple of places that I should mention that are other Marina staples. Not Wells Fargo. They're fine. But I wouldn't say they're marine staples. Marine Layer, though. You have another clothing store there. Got a furniture store there. More clothing here at Fairdy. I had maybe mentioned Luca's Deli. They appear to be no longer open for the day, but very tasty deli. You can go get a really good sandwich there. Starbucks, because there's Starbucks everywhere. That's just a prerequisite. And again, they are not open because it is after coffee time and now it is cocktail time. The Marina Lounge has a fun dragon well here. You get some good Asian food. This is that cookie and creamery place over the moon. Right next to Boho Petite French Patisserie. The Blackwood Restaurant. There's Foundry, that's more skincare. And then GNC. I don't see too many GNCs anymore, but apparently we still have one in the marina. So GNC is alive and well, apparently. There you go. Next to a candle and gift shop. Jewelry there. Earth bar here. This is really more of like a health food breakfast foodie bowl toast place. More optics places. And really one of my favorite places on this side of the street right here is Tacolicious. There are a few Tacolicious throughout San Francisco. Amazing tacos, great tequila. It's a really good fun times for food and drinks. There's one in the Mission that's super bumping too. So if you haven't had Tacolicious, really fun place to go check out. And then my other favorite place on this block, Souvla. And I've talked about Souvla time and time again. Love me some good Greek food, and they are amazing. Local chain in San Francisco and now one in Marin. Really hoping he gets one out in the East Bay. I would love it. Thank you. Just a little plug in case he's watching here at Fillmore and Chestnut. Kind of ends the commercial strip of Chestnut, and then it turns into residential housing. And if you were residence, of course residential is housing, duh. Anyway, if you were to take Muni that way and then head up the hill a little bit, you would get to where Lombard is the crookedest street in the world, because Lombard is one block over parallel to Chestnut. And then even further still, you'd get into the FIDI downtown financial district. I'm gonna walk back and hit a couple businesses that I didn't get to get from my side of the street just to round it out. And then we're gonna hop in the car and we're gonna go check out the Palace of Fine Arts. Then we're gonna hop in the car. We're gonna go check out the Palace of Fine Arts, Crissy Field, and check out the gorgeous view of the Golden Gate Bridge and drive around a little bit. It's a great time for me to remind you, don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button if you are enjoying the content you're seeing. And if you're thinking about moving to the Bay Area and you have questions, reach out. I love comments in the channel too. And if there's anything you want to see a video of, I'd love to hear it. Let me know your thoughts. Finally getting that salad. And just to say, look at the crazy traffic in this neighborhood. There are so many people walking, so many people driving, so many people picking up food and dropping off food somewhere else. It is just bonkers. This is the corner of Chestnut and Scott, and this is just what it's like a plain old Wednesday night. Anyway, so much fun. Let's go hop in the car, drive around, show you what the marina looks like, show you some of the sights. We'll call it good. All right, so driving around near the Palace of Fine Arts now. I feel like the marina is home of the Juliet balcony and the barrel front facade. And you can come at me about it, but there's so many cute, adorable Juliet balconies and barrel front facades. It's got this kind of like Frenchy, very Parisian's the word I'm looking for, a very Parisian vibe. And I mean, that's your view right here next to the Palace of Fine Arts. And then we're gonna drive up here and go head out along the water a little bit. And again, the marina is super flat. There's no hills here because you're right along the water. It's pretty much all landfill here. So this was expanded by the city at some point and built out. It's pretty much all landfill here. So, you know, keeping that in mind, it's not as hilly as some of the central parts of the city. And then these are the houses that are facing the marina and the Golden Gate Bridge. I may have mentioned, you can get a single family home in the marina, probably starting around $3-4 million. And then it just goes up from there. Really just depends on what your views are, how much space you have, the architecture, the condition, all sorts of stuff. You can see there's a lot of homes that have been either reconstructed or modernized, and then a lot that still keep the architectural integrity. This is one of the more affluent parts of San Francisco. And as I mentioned, it's a little bit more removed than the rest of the city because you are so close to the Golden Gate Bridge. There's no BART near here. There's buses that'll get you to downtown, but you don't have any of the light rails or the muni trains that go like that either. So in that sense, you're just a little bit more removed. And that being that you're closer to the bridge, a lot of people that live here organically just like to go up to wine country, like to go up to Marin or go to Tahoe. It's a really convenient location if you leave the city a lot, and a lot of people that live here do. They go out on the weekends and go do things. And you see, as I have shown, there's duplexes, apartments, and single-family homes all right on the same street together. A lot of San Francisco architecture is the walls are touching, or they're shared walls, just kind of depends. So that's super common for people to be sharing a wall or touching walls, and that's throughout the city, not just the marina. Driving around the marina, we are here on the corner of Bay and Divisadero. This is kind of a typical marina street. You'll see there's a lot of these really beautiful homes, and a lot of these are duplexes. You'll notice a lot of them have 2 addresses on the wall, so it'll be like one up, one down usually on these. If you have the really nice, barrel front windows, we'll get some apartment buildings for sure, and some single family homes. One of these single family homes in this neighborhood, and this is Marina now in Divisadero. And this is one of the frequent areas, and just check out that view. So you've got the marina right there, and that is the iconic Golden Gate Bridge right behind it. Come up this way. Fleet Week is usually around the first week of October, and I mention that because the marina is bonkers during Fleet Week. People love coming here. You can see the Blue Angels and all the sailors come out, and it's truly really special. All right, so now we're back. We are gonna take Marina this way, and we're gonna go just drive along Crissy Field real quick because it's a gorgeous day for that, and it's so convenient. People biking and jogging and walking just for positioning. That's actually the tunnel there going under this overpass, and then you go through that tunnel and you come out the other side and you can see all that traffic kind of off in the distance. That's going back up into Marin because it's traffic time. People that commute from Marin have to take the Golden Gate Bridge to come home, or Sonoma, I should say, if they're driving. So there's traffic right now. It's 5 o'clock. That building right there is Sports Basement. Perfect position for this. So if you need sports gear, camping gear, Sports Basement is a local chain. They've got a lot of your outdoor and sporting equipment. You can see how far this goes. It's really fun. People come out here on the weekend and, get all active, but, play sports and do things. But they also come out and bring picnics and wine and take their dogs to the beach. It's really just such a beautiful spot. You can see here, if you go over here left, you go to Port Point. You go over here, we're still at Crissy Field. You can get some of those old colonial and army buildings out here. These used to be a lot of military housing throughout here and along the Presidio. And this is, of course, the bay side of the Golden Gate Bridge. So you're not getting the big waves that you would if you lived out in the sunset of the Richmond and you went to the beach. This is really just a very calm shore, unless there's a big storm or something, like generally very peaceful and chill. Kind of a dead end at the parking lot here, but you can see you can go out there. You can just say, you need a charging station? Thanks, Rivian. I got free charging while I'm here. I'm not gonna be here that long, but I might as well, just a little bit, especially if it's free. Oh, so here we are at Crissy Field. Yeah, check that out. Man, it's beautiful here. So that's what I mean by very calm shores. You're not really, at this part anyway, out on the beach. But down there you are, down in the sand for sure. And locals and tourists come here. This is not a tourist only thing and not a local only thing. This is an everybody place. It's pretty cool. Got access to the bay right at your fingertips. So here we are at the end of the Crissy Field parking lot, walking a little bit. You can walk that way more, and you can actually get to the foot of the bridge there, and you can bike up there. Really beautiful, fun way to go there. And then right here, you've got the view of the bridge, looking at the Marin headlands. Heading over this way, you're looking over into more of Marin, like the Tiburon area. There's Angel Island straight ahead. So looking at the Golden Gate Bridge right here, you've got Carl the Fog rolling in classic Carl fashion. It's the evening. It's been sunny all day, which is great, but Carl has to make his appearance. You've got the Marin headlands behind the Golden Gate Bridge there. Then you've got more Marin there. You're probably looking at Tiburon. Over here is Angel Island, where all those birds are kind of flying in front of. This looks like pelicans. Over there is Alcatraz and Torpedo Wharf, which we just passed. This is Port Point up on the other side of the hill. You can go get some beautiful views. To be able to access this right from your backyard, basically in the marina, is pretty great. I love coming here. I love biking in this city. I would bike all around town and then take the Golden Gate Bridge and then bike over into Sausalito, go get a bite to eat or a beer, and then you can take the ferry back or you can bike back. Just really depends on what you want to do. It's such a beautiful way to go enjoy all parts of the Bay Area while living in San Francisco and not having to use a car, which is pretty fun, I think, because you get to enjoy things a little bit more with the outdoor energy. Here's another example. People rent go-karts. It's another way to get around. Definitely more of a tourist thing, but anyone can do it, of course. And it's just kind of fun to jet around. National Park Service is here. You head on up there to go to Fort Point, as I mentioned, go up that road. Here we are at the Palace of Fine Arts. It is just so gorgeous. This was built in 1915 as part of the World's Fair. It's a Greco-Roman style architecture. It's just gorgeous. There's a theater here. There's tons of outdoor event spaces, pavilion. And you're right here along the water, and you've got just such gorgeous gardens. I'm just gonna walk around here a little bit and give you a vibe if you've never been here before. People love to come do photo shoots here, wedding photos, weddings, engagement photos, all sorts of really cool stuff. It smells so fresh too. You don't smell like you're in a city. And over here, then you've got the little lake. You see how expansive this is. Seagulls and ducks and geese and all sorts of waterfowl in here. Then that's the dome, the beautiful arches. That's one of the things I love about the marina. It's not really for the tourists, it's really for the locals, but a lot of tourists come here because there's a lot of really cool things to see, like the Palace of Fine Arts, Crissy Field. I mean, you name it. And here we are. Wow, so cool. And it's so gorgeous. The statues. And they do such a good job with the maintenance and upkeep. It's really preserving the integrity here. You get such a beautiful backdrop. You can see those houses over there and the lagoon in between. It's just so nice. It really does feel like you're in the Parthenon or something, or a beautiful historic space. So imagine how popular this is. Take photos, have events at. So as we exit the rotunda, we're gonna go ahead and just see a little bit more lagoon. And then we're gonna go drive down to Crissy Field and go check that out. It really does just span for such a long way. If you can see that, it looks like maybe a cormorant or crane out there spreading his wings. Check out that view from those houses. I mean, you're paying top dollar to get that view here of the rotunda, and just, it's gorgeous. The marina is definitely a wonderful place to visit. Even if you don't end up living here, it's super fun. And we've just got a lot to come see and do on the weekend. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people live in the city and then come here on the weekends, and they don't live here, or vice versa. You know, and the people that live here obviously are out here. But that's the great thing. San Francisco is not that big. It's 7 miles. You really can walk anywhere. It's pretty funny. And this is one of the flatter neighborhoods, so it's fairly easy to just walk around. One of the great things about having a city that's only 7 miles by 7 miles, it doesn't take that long to walk most places. Sure, you get some hills, but not in the marina. It's pretty flat here. So when walking around, you know, I don't have to worry too much about how long it takes and thinking if I'm going to get a calf workout or not. Thanks so much for joining me today on Living in the San Francisco Bay Area. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the marina as much as I did. Whether you're looking to buy or sell in the Bay Area in 9 days or 90 days, I'd love to hear from you. My contact information is below. You can shoot me a text, give me a call, or send me an email. I've also got a QR code in my banner. You can book a Zoom meeting with me. I know Bay Area real estate from both sides of the bridge, and when we work together, your goals are my business. Till next time.